Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. This will be a layout update for June 2015. Don't have a whole lot of new stuff to look at this month, guys, just the one car I got in, so we'll take a look at that. An update of what I'm going to be doing with the layout next. Sand source frac sand facility, I finished the structure on that, so we'll take a look at the completed bin structure, as well as a project I'm working on, a maintenance of way CP boxcar. So we'll get started and have a look at this one car I got in over the last month. So nothing too spectacular, but I was at the hobby store in Edmonton and they had one of these Walthers, these are Difco dump cars for riprap. So they had a black one, so I had to get that. And just because I brought it home, and the first thing I had to do was dig out my other ones and make a little maintenance train and put some live loads in it. So that's the only piece of new rolling stock I got in over the last month. They look pretty cool with some pebbles in them, almost half realistic. So that's it for new stuff in over the last month. I am planning on switching the layout over to CP. I just realized that I've had it set up for CN for almost a year, so time to change it up and set the diesel shop up with all my CP engines and run some CP stuff now. So that'll take it's a fair bit of work to change it all over and dig out all the different rolling stocks. So that's probably what I'll be doing on rainy days, is slowly switching it over to CP and take all those engines down off the shelf and put them into the shop and put all the CN stuff away for a while. So the biggest accomplishment over the last month was finishing the structure on my frac sand unloading facility for the MOW module here, and I'm super happy with the way it turned out. So glad I've done it, and now the next step will be to finish the scenery on the top of the module, so doing like the grass and the dirt and everything. I'll bring it down so we can get a better look at it, but there you can see all the elevator legs with the completed supports, just like the prototype. Looks awesome with the car spotted there. So there it is in some better light. So it's like a cassette, it's completely detachable and move it. It's just got two wires that hang off the back side, and that's for the blinking strobe light up top. So it's going to look awesome when it's hooked up to power and the strobe light's blinking. There's the front view. A little bit of more work to do with the wires there for the Circuitron strobe light. Once I get it all in a final position, kind of where it's going to sit all the time on the module, I will kind of paint them white and hide them and bend them so they're right up against one of the legs underneath there. And this would be like the back view. The trucks will enter this way. That's kind of a neat view there. You can see how many elevator legs there are. There's 14 individual elevator legs. So yeah, guys, that's what the kind of the final module is going to look like. Lots of bins and lots of elevator legs. I did pick up some ballast. The standard is Woodland Scenic's fine ballast, so I'll be using. I picked up a container of that to do the ballast on this, and then I'll be using like dirt and just regular normal scenic materials that I use, you know, sifted dirt and all that kind of different stuff. I'm going to buy a static grass applicator as well, and really trying to go all out on the realism for this module and really finish it off. I've even got some real frac sand that I got off of was on the ground at one of the road to rail facilities around here. It's kind of a neat sand. It's almost like water proppant, they actually call it. So I've been grinding some of this up to use for the scenery as well. Like, there's tons of spilled sand all around the bottom of the bins and on the tracks and everything, so I'll be using a lot of this when I'm doing the scenery as well. So now that I finished that bin structure project, that cleared off some room on my desk, so I started up another project that I've been wanting to work on. So let's go pop into my office and have a look at what I've been working on in there. So it seems like ages ago now, but I don't know how many layout updates ago it was, but I got this little CP 40-foot Trueline Trains boxcar that I found for 20 bucks, and turning it into a maintenance away boxcar that sits in the yard here in Red Deer. So now that I've got some space on my desk, I actually started working on it. So the first thing I did was cut the roof walk off and chop the ladders down as per the prototype photos. Then I drilled holes for the windows that they've cut in the top of it, and I just used a normal drill bit, drilled a hole, and then used my Dremel to round it out, and then did the finishing touches with a square file. Here's the brake end, and they actually retained the location of the handwheel way up top, just like the old school. So that's really neat. And then I also, so obviously drilled a hole and cut out the door shape, and then used the file to square it off. It was kind of weird. Using my Dremel, it actually melted. It kind of cut through it almost like a liquid. So I just cut out the rough shape with the Dremel, and then used the file to square it up. I removed some of the older details, like there's a wooden thing here that I cut off that's not on the prototype. Chopped the ladder down, and then this is a Details West MU cable. And I'll show you a couple photos of the prototype so you can see what I'm going for. This side, same deal as the other side. Drilled holes, cut the holes out for the windows with the Dremel, chopped the ladders down, and on the prototype, it's got some graffiti on this side. So I've been practicing. I actually found the pretty close color. So I've been practicing doing that with a gel pen, and then once I get to the weathering stage, I'm going to do that graffiti. I'm also going to renumber it to the correct number. It's kind of got a patch number. They got rid of all the old data here, and it's just basically got a patched road number on it. So I'm going to do that as well. So the A end, similar to the other side, it's got a man door as well as a MU cable. It looks like an MU cable hanging there like that for power. I'm not exactly sure what they do with it. I also chopped the ladder down and removed the wooden whatever. Removed this off there as per prototype photos. So just a fun little project to work on the rainy days here. Next step for this thing will be to get the airbrush booth out and weather it, re-letter it for a new road number, put that graffiti on it, put some clear coat on it, and then it'll be done. It'll be a really cool kind of prototypical car. So with that, that'll catch us up to the end of June, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.